Hey, what's going on, Twin Cities? This is Prof T.
Hey, this is T-Bone.
Yo, I'm Dre.
And I'm D. And we're
Low Key.
And you're watching BMA Networks.
That's right, baby.
And it don't stop and it don't quit. Keep on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. Yeah. Minneapolis, say yeah. Say yeah. Check out this song from my first album. Now this here song is about the seasons, the time for love and all the reasons. Personally, I think it's very clear to see that summer is a time for L-O-V-E. I'm chilling at the beach, sipping on a martini. Me and my lady in a string bikini. Just us on the summer vacation. Now, you must admit that it's the perfect situation. Come on, Property, you can't be that dumb. So it's like a movie. Everybody, everyone, since I got one, let me see the fact. The love in the spring is showing the where it's at. Making love in April shower. Giving my girlfriend a bunch of flowers. I don't forget my mama Mother's Day go away. So Dre, what you gotta say? Every season has a meaning, and autumn is a time for love. October, November, we call it autumn love. Yeah, we call it autumn love. September, October, November, it's time to fall in love. Yeah, it's time to fall in love.
Prof T from the group Low Key. I am one of the lead vocalists, also a songwriter, producer, and one of the founders of the group.
Yo, I'm T-Bone from the group Low Key.
I'm Dre from the group Low Key, one of the lead vocalists.
And I'm D from the group Low Key, vocals and trumpet.
I think Low Key is a blend of soul and funk, and we just try to keep it lively and happy for the most part. You know, we've been noted as a group that put the fun back into funky.
Well, coming back to the Twin Cities is amazing. Just today, we had an opportunity to go back through Flight Time, and so many memories rushed back in, and sense of the building and seeing the rooms that we worked in was so, it was visceral. I can't explain it. I know we got emotional being in there, knowing all the time we spent in there and all the moments we shared and the music that we made, the magic that we made working with Jimmy and Terry.
You know, we have this great kinship. You know, when we worked together many years ago, we developed that family bond, and we still have it. And part of the bond is because of that music that we create together, that thing that we do when we're together. And so it never left us.
I think what a lot of people don't know about us is all of us come from playing live. That's where it started. Before we even wrote a lyric or came up with a melody, we were on stage playing live. I know for me, I was 14, Prof was 14, you know, Bone 14, 15. We all were in bands, and we all mostly come from the same band, actually, as you know, Grand Jury from back in the day.
When I grew up singing in church, you know, I was 5 years old, so, you know, that right there, the whole singing in church thing, that's one of the greatest teachers ever. So that's where you learn and, you know, and hone your craft and get your chops where they need to be. And so.
Can you sing The Sounds of Blackness?
Did I sing with The Sounds of Black? Yes, I sang a song on their record, and I was happy to do it. And I think that was good, you know, because I think it brought a little bit of controversy and a little bit of notoriety to us, because it's like, well, which group is he in? Is he in Sounds of Blackness, Low Key, or, you know, so and I think that worked to our advantage.
Well, the interesting thing is, you know, we have so much, we owe so much to the Black Minnesota Music Awards, because we wouldn't even be here if it weren't for the awards. Me and one of our former members, Lance, went to one of the workshops. We played our demo, or at least we got our demo to Jimmy Jam, and literally within a month, we were back living here and signed to Flight Time Productions, man. It was almost like a dream come true, like an overnight dream, although there was a lot of work involved. That's the thing. I mean, the music industry is very different now. We did what they call grinding. That means we played in bands, you know, in actual clubs before we got signed to Perspective A&M Records. We did a lot of, you know, working in the studios late nights with a job and having to get up in the morning, go to work, and yet be back at the studio. So we did it, and that went on for years. It didn't happen just, you know, overnight. It felt like it when it all came together, but that was years of work and a lot of time. So, you know, I hope kids today can understand and appreciate that it is a process, and it's cliche to say, but it's so true. Whatever you put into it, yo, that's what you're gonna get out of it.
I got you on the brain 24 hours every day. Now all I see is X's and O's, sort of like tic-tac-toe. Girl, I know I love you more than licorice in a candy store. And I would never get a wink of sleep, cause I keep thinking about your love. Hey, water in a picnic. 26, baby. Yeah, water in a picnic. I feel so easy with no one.
You know, the music industry has changed, yes, considerably, but nothing ever stays the same. Everything changes, and it's unfortunate that it's not what it used to be. I know a lot of us old heads, we want that because we grew up with music touching our lives personally, and now music is kind of throwaway. For the most part, music is made to, you know, market product, you know, so yeah, that is missing. So what we have to do is kind of dig deeper. Those of us who really love music, we just have to dig deeper, you know, and find artists that really speak to what we want. And it's not a whole lot of them, but that's why we're back. We're trying to fill that void, you know. We want to be a part of that group, but you gotta find us. Come look for us. I'm telling you, we're gonna give you what you're missing.
Yeah. Well, I'll say one of the things, the ways that the music industry has changed is that people don't, in my opinion, don't work on their craft as much. You know, like Dre mentioned that when we came up, we listened to the artists, we kind of studied what they were doing. Now everything is instantaneous, and it's not so much studying and going to school. It's instant. Everything is, like Prof said, throwaway. So for us, that's not as pleasing. It's not as pleasing to the ear when you hear something. It's almost like recycled. If you pop a bag of popcorn in the microwave, or you pop it in the pot like you used to, there's a difference. It's that type of thing. The microwave is okay unless you've had the other kind. So,
The other kind.
Yeah, and just to, you know, pile on, I mean, you know, I don't think enough attention has been given to, like, lyrical content and real lyrics, you know. Speak about something in your song, even if it's love, you know. And I love what Michael Jackson said before he, you know, passed away. He said, you know, just challenge yourself, you know. Don't just go with the first thing that comes to your mind. And what I try to do, I might sing a song, I might do 10 hooks before I come up with one that I feel comfortable with. And then I'm gonna play it for these guys and say, hey man, y'all like that? You know, and then there you go, so.
You know, I have the unique experience of before we got signed, I actually worked for BMG Distribution, RCA Records, Arista, Jive, and several other record labels. And so I have been on conference calls where artists have been basically booted out, and the term is that they use is no longer a priority. And not that I don't want to do a shameless plug, but I do a podcast called Story Behind the Music, in which I talk to a lot of the guys that we grew up listening to, and I just actually had a conversation, an interview with Ed Eckstein, former record executive. He ran Polygram for several years, and he also worked for Quincy Jones ran Quincy Jones production for 14 years. And one of the things he talked about back in A&M in the old days was artist development. And I think that's one of the things that why you're seeing this throwaway industry that we have is because the record industry has turned into a turnkey operation. And so artist development is just not a priority. It's just, it doesn't happen. And so if you don't hit, you're gone. Whereas he used the example of Peter Frampton, who did like 6 records, who may have sold a couple 100,000 to his fans, and then they did that live album, Frampton Comes Alive. He sells a gazillion records. But the idea, the premise of that, or the moral is that they stuck with him. They said, this guy is good, and if we do this, let's try a live album. So they would try stuff, throw stuff up against the wall and see if it stuck. That commitment in artists just doesn't exist anymore. And so thus you have the industry that we have. So we have to find a way to fit in, get in where we can fit in. We know there's a generation of people who miss what we've done, miss what we do, and other groups like us. And so we have to find those people, and we have to make a way for them to find us. And so we understand that there's technology parameters that we got to work into, the landscape, social media, all those things that didn't exist when we were out 20 years ago. But I also know that because of our experiences collectively, we're much smarter than we were 20 years ago. We understand that some of the challenges that we have, and I don't think it's not anything we can't overcome. It's just, we just have to do it.
One time for your mind, oh girl, I got a thing for you, baby. It's a little something that you should know. I did L-O-V-E. Wow. I got a thing for you, baby. Well, wow, this is good stuff. Ooh, you're so tough. You put some things on my mind. Oh, now don't desert me, but girl, just hurt me with all the love you can find. Oh, baby girl, let me drop your mind. 'Cause your sweetness is my weakness, and I'm dead so nothing to do this. Oh, no, nothing mentioned since I'm mentioned. The sun does shine every day, every day. Fearing this on a lonely day, talking about that. I never wanna go home before now. Baby, I never before. You know, brother, it's fine. Sitting in my heart. It's a little something that you should know. I don't be. I like that. I like it. Wow. I got a thing for you, baby. Yeah, it's a little something that you should know. One time for your mind, girl. I got a thing for you, baby. Wow. Some folks are just old-fashioned. Wow, yeah. Make it hurt to say